She was just a 7-year-old bundle of joy and innocence, yet her life was tragically cut short. She was raped brutally, and he cut off her wrist veins before throwing her dead body into the garbage. This is strange that a killer who already raped and killed 8 more little souls like her was never caught by the authorities, and now 1 more little soul lost her life in such a miserable state. Today, let's reopen the Zainab Amin Ansari case from Kasur, Pakistan to protect our daughters, sisters, and children from the monstrous elements of society. It's time to stand together, to demand justice, and to ensure that no child ever suffers the fate that Zainab did. We owe it to her memory and the safety of every child in our community. The disappearance, January 4th, 2018. In the bustling city of Kasur, Pakistan, a family is about to face an unimaginable tragedy. Zainab Ansari, a 7-year-old girl known for her love of pink and infectious smile, is staying with her uncle while her parents perform Umrah in Saudi Arabia. On January 4th, 2018, she steps out into the narrow streets of Kasur, her heart set on attending her Quran recitation class. She wore a pretty pink coat to keep warm in the winter chill, little knowing it would be the last time she'd ever wear it, never getting the chance to show her parents the new clothes they'd bring for her. Little does anyone know, this walk would be her last. The search begins. As the afternoon slips into evening, a heavy shroud of worry descends upon the Ansari family. Zainab, expected back from her class, is conspicuously absent. Panic grips the household as frantic searches begin. Neighbors rally together, combing the streets, while mosques reverberate with pleas for her safe return. But as darkness falls over the city, Zainab's whereabouts remain a mystery. The authorities are alerted, yet their response is lukewarm, hinting at deeper systemic flaws that cast a shadow over the urgency of the situation. No one realized the pain she might be going through all alone, and the idea of never seeing her smile again was too much to bear. A nation's heartbreak, January 9th, 2018. 5 days later, the worst fears are confirmed. Zainab's lifeless body is discovered in a trash heap, discarded as if she were nothing more than refuse. The brutal details of her last moments begin to emerge. She was raped, tortured, and strangled. The news spreads like wildfire, transcending the boundaries of Kasur and gripping the entire nation with grief and horror. It was a trauma for the entire Kasur community, the family, the neighbors, everyone. No one could believe it was Zainab's lifeless body, the same girl who had gone to her Quran class with such happiness. The outcry. Zainab's death becomes a catalyst for change. Her name resonates in protests that erupted across Pakistan, with citizens from all walks of life demanding justice and action. The streets of major cities bear witness to the collective anger and sorrow of a nation betrayed by its protectors. Candlelight vigils are held, and Zainab's story is shared far and wide, becoming a symbol of the fight against child abuse. The investigation. Under intense public pressure and international scrutiny, Pakistani authorities launch a thorough investigation. Forensic teams work tirelessly, collecting DNA samples from over 1,000 local men. The breakthrough comes when sample 814 matches the DNA found on Zainab's body, leading to the arrest of 24-year-old Imran Ali, a man who, until then, had lived among the very community he preyed upon. Justice served, February to October 2018. Imran Ali's trial is swift, reflecting the nation's demand for swift justice. He is found guilty of not only Zainab's rape and murder but also of similar crimes against other 8 children. In June 2018, he was sentenced to death, a verdict that brought a semblance of closure to the grieving family and a country watching closely. On October 17, 2018, Ali was executed, marking the end of a case that exposed the darkest corners of society. Legislative change, 2019 and beyond. Zainab's legacy does not end with the conviction of her killer. Her tragedy prompts a nationwide introspection and a determined push for legislative reform. In 2019, the Zainab Alert, Response, and Recovery Act (ZARA) was passed, establishing a comprehensive system for the reporting and recovery of missing children. The law mandates swift police action and introduces measures to enhance child protection, ensuring that Zainab's death would not be in vain. The ongoing struggle. While ZARA represents a significant step forward, the battle against child abuse and neglect continues. Zainab Ansari's story remains a poignant reminder of the vulnerabilities children face and society's collective responsibility to protect its most innocent members. Her memory lives on, inspiring ongoing efforts to safeguard children and prevent such tragedies from recurring. As we recount the events surrounding Zainab Ansari's life, disappearance, and aftermath, it's essential to reflect on the lessons learned and the changes spurred by this tragedy. The story of Zainab is not just a narrative of loss and justice, it's a clarion call for ongoing vigilance, compassion, and action to ensure the safety and well-being of all children. It reminds us that the smallest coffins are indeed the heaviest, and that the work to protect the innocent is never truly done. Thanks for staying with us until the end. We are working on more cases to get the information for you. See you then.